Hello everyone. So with this video I thought I would talk a little bit about social engineering. Now we are all kind of familiar with it as mentioned with my previous videos, phone scams and pop-up scams. But social engineering actually goes a little bit further than maybe what people realize. So with social engineering, it's not just manipulating you for a few minutes to get your credit card information or to get your bank account information. That seems to be the most direct approach with scammers, but it's not very successful. If they do 10,000 phone calls and hit 2, then they've had a good time. Social engineering actually goes a little bit further. It's the long game. Yeah, it can be short, but it's really the long game, and you see this with love scams. This is one where someone gets in relationship with someone and they're in it for the long haul and then steals their money as they go along. So there's a couple of ways of looking at social engineering. There is some video on the Sci-Fi channel on YouTube that talks about Sci-Fi Psych specifically, that talk about cognitive biases and stuff like that. And you could watch those and they'll give you some good insight on how this works, especially with what are they called? Mediums. I know we have a couple of mediums in the area, not to discredit their service, but it shows how they can play the game. And so, yeah, so that's one thing. Another way with social engineering that you may not be aware of is just the amount of sheer personal information that is on the internet. If you own a home, you can go to the county auditors and type in an address and find someone's name and address, and then use that as to build your social engineering, platform. There's also dumpster diving. We don't see it much in this area, but it does occur, where someone will pick up someone else's trash to go through it to look for critical information. This is why shredders are important. If you have any mail, junk mail or not, that has personal information on it, you should really be shredding it. So the other one is war driving. Again, we don't see it around here very often, because it's not something, we're not a very popular area, even including all 5 counties I serve. 250,000 people between 5 counties, the last count I checked. So war driving is basically you drive around with a laptop and an antenna on the top of your car, and you're looking for all the public or all the Wi-Fi access points that are not secure. And then you can use that later on in the middle of the night. So, you can drive up your car or walk by with a laptop or even a phone. Techs are really getting good with phone. And you can connect to this Wi-Fi network that is unsecure. And with that, you can then take the time to breach either the internal network, or you can use their internet to do other nefarious things than it looks like it's coming from that address. So again, social engineering you have to really watch for, and sometimes it's hard to see it. With, like I said, your trash, you assume that you throw out your trash that it is somehow safe, and it may not be. The other thing, with us coming up on Christmas season, and the day after Christmas for that matter, the worst thing you can do for social engineering is put your box out for the trash that shows that you have a 65-inch flat screen TV in your house. Tear your box up. Don't let your neighbors know. And it's not that your neighbors you have to worry. It's usually the days following Christmas. Criminals will drive around and they will mark on a map who's got what based on the trash that's sitting out. And so you can become a target that way. So remember, if you do get that big 65-inch flat screen TV, or you get a new computer, or the Xbox F series, I guess, is coming out soon, tear those boxes up. And when you put them out to the trash, this way people can't see what you have gotten, and that makes you less of a target. So just some ideas to throw out there for social engineering, because not everything in the world is about computers. Sometimes you can just walk around the world and see things and you're like, oh, well, Bob over here has got a new TV and Jim over there has got a new Xbox, and Mary over there's got a new computer. You know, and then, like I said, watch trash day, come in the middle of the night, grab your trash can, and then they can look at your credit card balances and stuff like that if you're not shredding them. So just things for you to be aware of, and habits that you should start making changes to if you're not already doing it. So anyways, that was what I wanted to talk about today. If you guys found this insightful, hit that thumbs up button that's on the screen below the video. In the description, you know, there's a link for a donation. There's also the information there for our Facebook page, you know, and to subscribe, there should be a nice red button off to below the video and to the right a little bit. So you guys have a great day. I'll talk to you later.